All right, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, it's your boy Dash the True Inferno. And yes, you are seeing it, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens. Today's album I am reviewing is In My Lifetime, Volume 1, done by one of the greatest ever, Jay-Z. Now, let's get straight into it, because there's a lot of info to cover here in this album. This is Jay-Z's, obviously, his second studio album, which was released under Roc-a-fella Records and, of course, Def Jam. It came out November 4th, 1997, and it took about a year for it to be recorded, basically. So, moving on, the album features guest contributions by Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, how ironic is that, Babyface, Blackstreet, not Backstreet as in Backstreet Boys, but Blackstreet, Teddy Riley, Too Short, and Puff Daddy. Now there are probably a few others that isn't listed, like Sauce Money. Sauce Money was featured in this album. Kelly Price, and yeah, that's that. And that's not mentioning the producers. Speaking of which, the producers for Reasonable Doubt, such as DJ Premier and Ski, contribute to a limited number of beats on this album, though the majority of the production was handled by beatmakers from Puff Daddy's Bad Boy label, giving the album a generally glossier sound than its predecessor. It's displayed a shift from the mafioso rap themes of his first effort to the so-called quote-unquote jiggy era of the late 90s hip-hop era, often credited to videos and albums from Puff Daddy and his Bad Boy record label's roster of artists, including Notorious B.I.G. and May, excuse me. So, there you go with that. Now, there's 14 tracks on this album. Now, this is just the original American version. But if you got that UK/Europe version, then there's actually 16 tracks. And we'll get more on that in a second. Moving on, let's talk about the production real quick. So obviously, Jay-Z was the executive producer. Damon Dash was the co-executive producer, alongside with Kareem Biggs Brooks. Also, we got the Hitman, Teddy Riley, DJ Premier, Chad Hugo, Ski, Buck Rao, Poke and Tone, Big Jazz, David Prestige Vanderpool, and I believe there's some more as well. Ron Amin-Ra, and then within the Hitman, we got Lawrence, and also actually that David Prestige Vanderpool guy, he's from the Hitman actually, and then we got Stevie J Jordan, who is also from the Hitman. Buckwild is from DITC, by the way. And Poke and Tones from Trackmasters. Also, we got Anthony Dent and Derek D. Angeletti. And, actually, Ron Amin-Ra. Oh, no, never mind. They listed. Oh, my fault. I read that wrong. Actually, it's Ron Amin-Ra Lawrence. Now he's, under the Hitman, and then of course Nassim Merrick, who is also under the Hitman. So the Hitman was involved in the production of this album a lot, and then of course with the 2 bonus tracks in the UK Europe version Trackmaster. So yeah, there you go with that. Now I'll get more in that in a second. So there you go with that. Now let me give y'all the tracks. So again, in the UK original version, the first track is called Intro / A Million One Questions / Rhyme No More. And so basically we got like a little intro skit followed by 2 songs. Now real talk, if you look up A Million One Questions, there's a full version of that particular song that is not on this album. You will have to look it up on your own, and then it's followed by another song actually if you look up the other version of this intro. Alright, moving on. The second track is one of the singles, The City Is Mine. And this album actually has 6 singles. 5 if you counted the US version. But it's 6. And this is one of the singles right here. The City Is Mine featuring Blackstreet. The third track is called I Know What Girls Like featuring Lil' Kim and Puff Daddy. Followed by Imaginary Player. Another one of the singles. Next up is Streets Is Watching, which later became a movie, by the way. And then after that, number 6 is Friend of 498. Track number 7 is Lucky Me, followed by Always Be My Sunshine, featuring Foxy Brown and Babyface, another single. followed by Who You With. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind that one. Who You With Part 2, actually, and that's a single. After that, we got Face Off featuring Sauce Money. Then track number 11 is Real Niggas, and then with a Z featuring Too Short. Then it's Rap Game / Crack Game, followed by Where I'm From. And then track number 14 is You Must Love Me featuring Kelly Price. Now that's all the songs in the US original version, but in the UK / Europe version, there's 2 more tracks, and both of them are titled Wishing on a Star featuring Gwen Dickey. Now track number 15 is the De-Influence remix, while track number 16 is the Trackmasters remix. Now both of these songs can be heard on I'll look more into it later, but I know you can listen to both of these songs in the US without going online and trying to find the song. I mean, it's available in a disc in the US, but not in this particular disc. Now let's get on with the singles, because again there are a total of 5 to 6 singles here. So the first single that came out was Who You With. Now, here's the deal with Who You With. That one came out May 20th, 1997, the single. And it was actually released in promotion for the 1997 comedy film Sprung, and it appeared on its soundtrack. The beat samples Night Love by the Jeff Lober Fusion. Now, as I just said, Who You With Part 2 or Who You With 2 appeared on the album, featured the same beat, but added an additional verse that the original version lacked. So, and there's a music video for this as well. So if you saw the music video, it would not have, if memory serves me correctly, it would not have the additional verse. So that's why there's a part 2 on the album, and not a part 1 or whatever the case may be. Now this is totally different from Dead Presidents. Dead President 1 and 2, same beat, but completely different lyrics in both songs. This one, part 2 is basically the same as part 1, but part 2 had more lyrics, had an additional verse in it. Now the next, and actually before we move on to the next single, this single reads, let's check out the charts real quick, which is under Who You With. There we go, I'm about to say it right there. That one reads as high as 84 on the US chart, 25th on the US R&B charts, 18th in the US rap charts, and 65th on the UK charts. Now moving on to the next single, which is Sunshine, or Always Be My Sunshine, whichever one you want to go with. And again, this one features Foxy Brown and Babyface, who performed the song's chorus. The track featured, this one samples MC Light's Cha Cha Cha, Alexander O'Neal, Sunshine, Crapworks, Man Machine, and the Fearless Fours Rockin' It. Yeah, so 4 songs went into this one song right here for us, like the sampling goes. The song's lyrics help indicate Jay-Z's change from his mafioso rap style to a more commercial, quote-unquote, shiny suit style. And Steve Juan, how you pronounce his last name, rapreviews.com supports the song, claiming that it is a less gangster version of the Notorious B.I.G.'s Me and My Bitch, a well-received track. Jay-Z cites this song as, quote-unquote, what killed the album. Now, I'm not sure if that means, this song made the album or this song hurt the album. So, if you say something killed something, that could be interpreted as good or bad. But anywho, this single came out September 16, 1997, and actually was recorded in 96. So, there you go with that. Now, this one made a lot of charts. So, in the US Billboard Hot 100, 95th. US Billboard Hot R&B / Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, 37th. Hot Rap Singles, 16th. The UK Singles, 25th. The Swedish Singles, 42nd. And the German Singles, 18th. So, yeah, again, this one made a lot of charts. And actually, that's not it. New Zealand, 66. Wait a minute. That's not, is that New Zealand? There's no, the Netherlands, excuse me, is 66. New Zealand is 22nd. And I believe I mentioned Sweden already. Yes, I did. Which was 42nd. So yeah, there you go with that. So moving on to the next single, which is The City's Mine. Another good track. So this one, the third single, which came out February 3rd, 1998. And this one, Black Street Boys was in this one. And actually, this one sampled "You're Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else" by the Jones Girls, and "You Belong to the City" by Glenn Frey and Jack Hemchan was basically interpolated by Blackstreet for the song chorus. Also, a young Chad Hugo played saxophone on this song, and the first verse is dedicated to the memory of Jay's friend, the Notorious B.I.G. So yeah, there you go with that. And as far as the single, how well it did or whatever, basically the single, which was called blah blah blah. I just played. The City Is Mine. Surprised it's on the other. Oh, here it is. It reached as high as 52nd on the U.S. charts, 37th in the U.S. R&B charts, 14th in the U.S. rap charts, 28th in Germany, 51st in the Netherlands, 44th in New Zealand, and 38th in the UK. So there you go with that. And again, that's a very good track. Now here's where things will get really interesting. The next single is a UK/Europe exclusive, "Wishing on a Star." Now there are so many versions of this song. The original version, which is called "Wishing on a Star," was sung by Rolls Royce in 1978. And then of course there's these a whole bunch of versions of it. Like the Cover Girls did one back in 92, followed by Jay-Z. And I'm gonna get on Jay-Z's verse in a second. Then Beyonce did a version of it in 2004. Seal did a version of this in 2011. Fresh 4 did one in 1981. Actually, the X Factor UK did the X Factor did one in 2011. And yeah, so there's a lot of versions of this one, but we're gonna focus on Jay-Z version. So. Also, like I said, it's on the In My Life Volume 1, which is again UK and Europe, but it also can be found on Chapter 1, Greatest Hits and Bringing On the Best of Jay-Z, which both are available in the US, by the way. And apparently a music video was released for this one, but I have not seen it, so I cannot really talk about it. And all I know is Jay-Z does not appear in the video. There's going to be a kid portraying as Jay-Z growing up in the Macy's houses in this video. Now, the song came out March 11, 1998. The single, rather. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, as far as how well this single did, that's going to be, well, not really. So it did not make the US anything, but it was 56 in the Germany charts, 29th in New Zealand, 50th in Sweden, and 13th in the UK. So it was really high up there. So there you go with that. Now, the last single is Imaginary Play. Now, there's no charts for that one, anything like that, unfortunately. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, ironically, though, there was another single called, We're Still a Story, and A Million and One Questions. That was actually a single, so that might have been the full song right there. That single came out February 24, 1998. Then Imaginary Play came out May 11, 1998. Now, I didn't see the music video for that one, which everybody should have seen the music video for Imaginary Play. So, there you go with that. Now, let me give y'all the professional ratings for this album. All Music gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Chicago Tribune gave it 3 out of 4. Robert Christgau gave it 2 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. Rolling Stone gave it a 3.5 out of 5. The Source gave it 4 out of 5. Ben gave it 5 out of 10. Wow. USA Today gave it 3 out of 4. Vibe gave it a mixed review, while Yahoo Music gave it a favorable review. So let me give y'all my favorite tracks off of this album. So obviously, Always Be My Sunshine featuring Foxy and Babyface. That one was pretty okay. Obviously, we're gonna start from the bottom up. Obviously, Rap Game, Crack Game was pretty good. As Was Friend or Foe, Real Niggas featuring Too Short, and and then here's where things get really good. Streets Just Watching was really good. Face Off featuring Sauce Money was good. Lucky Me was also good as well. It was deep, obviously, and the beat was mellowed out, and I liked it. Now, we are in the US, so we're gonna go with the US version. So I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 instead of a top 5. If I was in the UK or Europe, I would give y'all my top 5, And number 5 would have been Where I'm From, followed by The City Is Mine, featuring Blackstreet. Where I'm From is hard as heck. And then The City Is Mine, I like the beat. The beat is out cold, man. It's really mellow out to me. But let me get on my top 3. Number 3, Who You With. The beat is out cold, man. It really is. The lyricism, this is Jay-Z was talking about here. But the beat makes this song right here, in my opinion. Some may say the lyricism, some may say it's a combination of both, but the beat was out cold for Who You With. Number 2, the intro. Slash A Million One Questions, slash Wine No More. Because outside from the little skit or whatever, A Million One Questions, the beat was out cold, but then when you get to Rhyme No More, that one was hard to me, dog. That beat was out cold. Then, of course, number 1 is Imaginary Player. One of the classic songs ever. Come on, man. Now, no, this is not Dead Presidents, but it is up there without question. One, not the, but one of the greatest rap songs ever. Imaginary Player, out cold. I still listen to this song to this very day, man. It's really out cold. It's like a lifestyle that you either feel like you have, that you want to have, or you have. So that's why I like Imaginary Player. It's out cold. Now, what do I think about this album? Now, Jay-Z came out with 12 albums that he did alone, and we're gonna include that Dynasty album. But and obviously to me, Reasonable Doubt was his best one. Some may say Volume 2 was his best one, and I heard a few people say that The Blueprint was his best one. Volume 3 was his best one, and I think some people said Blueprint 2. I don't know about that one. But that one was good, but I don't know about it being his best one. But yet at the same time, some people say this was one of his worst ones because he gone soft, he gone to this pop nature or this pop style, because he was not under Bad Boy, but he worked with Bad Boy with this album. No, this album's a classic. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5, man, because the production, the beats, the lyricism, all of it is too nice. There's a lot of good songs in this album right here. Imaginary Player, the first track, Who You With, The City Is Mine, Where I'm From, Lucky Me, Face Off, Streets Is Watching. And you know what? I'm gonna throw in there Real Niggas and Friend of Foe 98 and Rap Game / Crack Game. There's just too many great or higher songs in this album, and this is Jay-Z we're talking about here. So this is an album you should have in your collection, a physical copy. You should have in your collection. 5 out of 5 stars. But yeah, man, y'all know what this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka Gene Ryan II, saying peace out, y'all. See y'all next time. Yeah.